As across Europe, momentum is growing to restrict children's access to social media, with several governments now actively debating for moving towards bans for under 16s. Following Australia's decision, several countries are stepping up discussions or advancing negotiations that would significantly limit how young people use the platforms like TikTok, Instagram and Snapchat. For more on this, let's talk to Thomas Sparrow, our correspondent and also DW's correspondent in Berlin. Thomas, welcome to the show. Thomas, which European countries are currently taking the strongest steps towards banning the social media under the age of 16?
Spain and Greece are among the latest European countries to propose bans for under 16 social media use. In fact, the head of the Spanish government, Pedro Sánchez, the Spanish Prime Minister, stressed that it was time to regain control of the digital space, saying also that it was a digital Wild West. And the Spanish government is also planning to go even a step further by making it possible to hold social media executives personally, legally accountable for illegal content that is spread on their platforms. A proposal that was strongly rebuked by the head of X, by the owner of X, Elon Musk, on his platform. That is one of the proposals that is being discussed here in Europe, in Spain, in Greece. Other countries that are much further in the discussion are specifically France and Denmark. But there's also a discussion at a wider European level as to what needs to be done to better protect teenagers when it comes to their online social media use.
Okay. And also, what is the situation in Germany specifically? How far along is the national debate?
The discussion here in Germany is not as advanced as in Spain or even in France or Denmark. There is an expert commission in place that is expected to present its findings sometime this year, maybe even in the autumn of this year. But that doesn't go as far as what's happening in other parts of Europe. However, there is a big debate, a social debate in the country as to what should be the next steps also here in Germany. Those who favor a social media ban stress that excessive social media use is linked to high rates of anxiety, depression, cyberbullying, and that therefore something needs to be done at the government level to better protect children and teenagers. Those who are against it, who view such a ban critically, stress, on the one hand, that it could push teenagers underground, that it could restrict them from serious news and information that they need, and that maybe it's very difficult to enforce at a European Union level. And they have also stressed, the critics, that it is not for the government to make those decisions, but it's also for the parents specifically to make those decisions. So you see, there's a big debate here in the country, but from the government perspective, the move now is specifically on that government commission, expert commission, that is going to present its findings in the next few months.
Okay. And Thomas, how does this fit into the wider EU level efforts to regulate minors' access to social media?
That is actually a very important question, because any decision at the national level taken by Germany or by Spain or by Portugal or by France or by Denmark needs to fit with the wider European Union structures, and specifically with the so-called Digital Services Act, or DSA. That's the law at the European Union level that, among other things, protects minors when it comes to their online social media use. There are several parts of that DSA that are specifically designed to protect children online. And as such, this is part of the discussion in Europe, how to make sure that national discussions and national decisions fit with a major European law like the DSA. Now, the European Parliament did pass a call last year calling for European countries specifically to ban social media use for under 16, but that is a non-binding resolution. It does, however, increase pressure on European governments to do much more. So what we're seeing here in Europe specifically this year is that the debate will very likely grow, and we will see individual countries actually taking concrete steps to ban social media use for under 16s.